Hi, I'm Mr. Sage. Solving word problems is often one of the most difficult things we do in math at all grade levels. But it's also one of the most important because it takes things like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and puts them in the context of a real world setting. I'm going to teach you today a method or strategy that you can use for solving word problems called the four-square method. The first thing in the four-square method is we actually need to separate our workspace into four separate sections. Okay, today our word problem is Caitlin picked 13 apples. She used 8 apples to make an apple pie. How many apples does she have left? The first step here is we're going to write a situational equation that matches our problem. She started with 13 apples, she used 8, and we want to know how many are left. The second step in the second box here is we're going to use a strategy to solve. I'm using 10 frames. I put in 13 apples, I crossed out 8 of them, and I counted that I have 5 left. In the third square, we're actually going to write our answer. It's important that we also label our answer so our audience or our readers know what the context of our answer is, so that we're talking about apples and not cats or dogs or cows. The fourth step is we're going to double check our work using a different strategy. In this situation, I actually used number bonds. So we have the 13 apples that she started with, goes up on top. She used 8, and we got to figure out how many are left over. So I can count from 8 all the way up to 13, and that leaves me with 5. So that matches my answer over here. Last step, and very important, we want to take our answer, we want to plug it back into our original equation to make sure that this actually makes sense. Oftentimes when solving math word problems, the answers don't always make sense. We've got to make sure that the answer makes sense into the context of the actual equation itself. That's one method that we can use for solving math word problems.